Friday, October the 12th, and I'm here at McKinney Campground along the shores of Lake Allatoona near Ackworth, Georgia, fixing to start my weekend gold mining adventure. Just got set up here, taking it easy for a few minutes, and over the next day or two I'm going to do some painting in some of the local creeks here. We're right here in the Dahlonega Gold Belt. Actually probably a little over an hour's drive from Dahlonega, but it's still in the Dahlonega Gold Belt. Pretty nice day so far. It's a little bit cloudy, had some rain on the way down, but no rain here so far. So as we kind of look around, you can see the different marina. You can see the lake shore down there and the general setup of the place. Anyway, I'm gonna quit talking for now, and when I get to one of the creeks, I'll see you again. Today I'm in Cobb County, Georgia, just outside, or actually inside the city limits of the town of Ackworth. I'm on Proctor Creek. It's a creek I'm well familiar with. I've been panning in here over the years quite a few times. I was down here back in May, I guess it was, early May, and did an outing. I'm back. It's fall. You can tell by the colors and the leaves in the trees that it's fall. It's really low water. I'm kind of limited to just a couple of the creeks here because the smaller ones are all dried up. Unfortunately, I was wanting to try some of the other smaller ones, but kind of stuck to here for now. But it's a pretty good creek nonetheless. At times it can be hard to find, it can be spotty, and at times it can be really good. But it's always a lot of fun. So Proctor Creek in Cobb County, Georgia, in the southwestward extent of the Dahlonega Gold Belt. I'm gonna get to work in here and see if I can drag a little color up out of the ground, and I'll show you what I'm finding in a little bit. Back again. I've been painting along this lower end of this gravel bar, kind of alongside underneath where the tree is. It's been a good spot before, and I've hit some pretty good pans in there, and then kind of in between it'll go back to ordinary 4 to 6 flake pans. But not too bad. It's a really nice day. It's a little bit warmer than what I expected. Nice and sunny, nothing but blue sky. I'm going to continue to sample in different spots and try to find a little better concentration. I'm going to finish working on this spot and make sure I've got the best part of it cleaned out, and then I'll be back in a little while. Worked my way a little further up Proctor Creek, pretty much up to the end of the property line, an area I call the rocks for obvious reasons. There's a nice layer of decomposed granite bedrock in the bottom of the creek here, and it can be pretty productive if you break up the top layer of the granite. I've had some pretty good pans in here. I'll try to get some more and get one that's worth taking some video of. There's some definite hot spots in here. You got to track them down, and that's what I'm going to work on doing. But it's a really nice spot. There's some houses not too far up, but anyway, I'm going to get back to work, try to get some more color for the day, and check back in later. Still working at Proctor Creek, and I'm working a spot now in between some bedrock sections. It's kind of cloudy and hard to see, but it's giving up some really good color. I'll keep working on it and see what we come up with. Still blue sky, nice day. Water's kind of low. In fact, most of the creeks around here are dry. I'm gonna run this pan and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I got to the bottom of the pan. It's pretty full of small pieces of gold. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna keep working on it, try to break up some of the bedrock in there and suck it out. Getting ready to pack up here at Proctor Creek. May come back tomorrow for a little while too. Maybe not, might try another one. But anyway, we've got some pretty decent gold today, and that's pretty much it for here for today. So we'll see you tomorrow sometime. It's Sunday morning. I'm back at Proctor Creek again, kind of making my way up from the park. And you can see there's some nice fall color starting to show up. It's a nice walk, pretty flat. I did pretty good here yesterday, so I thought under the circumstances I'd come back, since I'm dragging a trailer and most of the places around here don't have good parking. So I'll make my way up there and get started, and I'll be back in a little bit. I'm back up to my spot. This is kind of the one I usually come to. I've been coming here off and on for 4 years, and it's never failed to give me good gold just through this one little area. One thing about this area, it has a lot of bedrock. It has a lot of larger boulders and obstructions and kind of obvious places to find gold, but also the bedrock is not very far down. Usually even where you see some gravel, you're no more than a foot. And it's kind of a decomposed granite bedrock. You can see along the far bank right there. It's really soft. It comes apart. It tends to fracture up into small pieces, even in the creek bottom, and it allows gold that's traveling along through there to get trapped in it. So usually if I take off the top layer of the bedrock, I do pretty good. But pretty much anywhere along through this one stretch from up there where the creek starts to turn down to about where I'm standing, it's all been good. And it's a little spotty further down, but a little less obvious in the places down there because there's not a lot of larger rocks and obstructions in bedrock. I'm gonna get to digging and try to get on some more color. It was pretty good yesterday in the brief time I was here. I'm gonna try to see if I can add to my total today. One thing I wanted to point out while I'm here is back in the fall of 2009, there was a flood here that amounted to a 500 to 1,000 year flood depending on the location. And you can see this bank here washed out. What happened when it washed out, it used to come over closer to the edge of this rock. It exposed a lot of this bedrock right along through there. That's all kind of fresh. It's been worked on some, but you can see it coming down into the creek bottom, and it's pretty well decomposed soft bedrock. You can see I can break it up with my hands, but all of it bears working on. Sometimes you can get into pretty good little pockets of fine gold, which is mainly what this creek's known for. So I'm going to work on some of that a little bit and see what I get. Hopefully it'll be something good. We're working along where the bank washed out, working on some bedrock. It's really just right below the surface. So gold's a little bit bigger in here. The piece count's not quite as high, but there's quite a few bigger flakes in there. Last pan had even more. So I'm gonna get back to work on it. It's right below a bend up here with some rather large slabs or bedrock. It's hard to tell what they are. Pretty much coming out of the bank. So down below here would be a natural low pressure area. Also, there's where the bank got cut by the running water, there's some gravel exposed in there which probably contains gold too. I'm not going to dig in that obviously, but some of that's probably washed out into the creek on this side. So I'll get back to work, see if I can dig up some more good pans of gold, and hopefully I'll get a really good one. You can see by the light color where I've been kind of taking some bedrock and busting it out. And I got another pretty good pan. Once again, it's a little bigger size gold. Most of what's in here is really small, but this is a little bit bigger. Hopefully we'll get into a really good concentration over here in a few minutes. I think I know a good target spot. We'll see. Still working away, and I finally got a small picker in the last pan. It's not huge, but it's really rough. Really nice piece. We'll keep digging in this spot for a while and take a break for lunch and get back at it in a few. See if I can pull up maybe a bigger piece. Just stop and take a quick note and point. You can see where I'm shoveling here. I'm shoveling up the top layer of the bedrock. You can see it's pretty well thoroughly decomposed, and you can actually see some colored layers in there, oxidation present. Been showing pretty good color right here, so I'm gonna keep digging it. But you can kind of see what I'm working with. It's been a pretty good day for the gold so far. Mostly small stuff. I did get one small picker and a decent amount of medium-sized to large flakes, but just tons and tons of small stuff. Really, I'm just scraping the top of the bedrock off with the shovel and throwing it in the pan and panning it out, and it's working quite well. Turning into kind of a warm day. Kind of wishing I'd left my waders at home, just doing my shoes, but starting to sweat a little bit. It's probably upper 70s right now. Kind of out in the sun, exposed right here. But this is where the gold is. It's looking pretty good so far, and I'm gonna get back to work. I've pretty much finished up here, and I'm fixing to pack up and leave. It's been kind of a warm day for mid-October. Fortunately, it's been a little cloudy at times, so it wasn't too hot. But it's done pretty well here today, and it's a nice location. It's a good scenery. And now it's time to pack up and make the 3-hour drive home. So tune in again, and there's no telling where I'll end up the next time.